Hi, I'm Zach Snook, Audio Products Manager at Biamp Systems. Audio quality plays a huge role in the effectiveness in any conference call. If audio quality isn't great, everyone will struggle to hear what's being said or even yell to be heard. The good news is audio doesn't have to be low quality. We're going to walk you through some conference call scenarios. You'll get to act as the remote participant in a meeting with the two of us. You'll actually get to hear the audio quality in each example.
Hi, I'm John Urban, Product Marketing Manager at Biamp Systems. As Zach mentioned, we're going to walk through a few familiar scenarios. Let's start with one that's all too common, using a cell phone as a makeshift speakerphone.
Admittedly, mobile phones are really convenient. Almost everyone has one, and most people carry them everywhere. Mobile phones are plan B if the meeting room technology isn't working. And they're fine if it's just you and one other person on the call, but they're not great for large meetings.
You'll notice that we sound distant from the phone. You may even hear some ambient noise in the room. If I move around much at all, the audio level will change drastically, perhaps even cut out altogether. If this conference were to go on for a while, you would likely become fatigued or frustrated trying to hear what we're saying clearly.
If multiple people start talking at the same time, you can't understand anyone.
Now we're talking at the same time on a cell phone. You can't have someone hearing it.
It's just a walled noise at that point. And you may have also noticed how Zach and I are tailoring our behavior to account for the poor call quality. We're hunched over the phone, and there's a tendency to talk at a higher volume than normal, which compromises our communication within the room here.
Next up is a high-quality desk phone set to speaker mode.
Desktop phones typically cover a wider area and are sometimes designed to be placed in conference rooms. As you can hear, the audio is better than it was during the mobile phone demo.
Even with better audio quality, there are still factors that compromise our ability to have an effective call. Our natural instinct is still to talk at the phone in the room, since that's where the other person's voice is coming from. In speakerphone scenarios, you feel compelled to stay near the table, or even face the phone so the person on the other end doesn't feel left out, even though they can't see you.
And while a desk phone has a wider coverage area than a mobile phone, you can still hear that the audio quality is compromised as I move away from the phone. It gets even worse when I turn to face a whiteboard. You can hear that my voice becomes difficult to understand or drops out completely.
And multiple participants talking at once still disrupts your ability to hear what we're saying. So now with a desk phone, it's still hard to distinguish who's talking and when.
So while a desk phone may improve the call quality over the mobile phone, it still isn't the right tool for an optimal meeting experience.
At Biamp, our mission is to make audiovisual experiences extraordinary. We offer technology that allow meeting room users to interact naturally, and we extend that capability to remote participants.
Now you're hearing us via our Beamtracking ceiling microphones, and the audio quality is significantly better. Our mics provide a more natural-sounding reproduction of human speech, so it should be easier for you to hear and understand what I'm saying, helping you stay more engaged with our conversation.
I mentioned earlier we want people to act naturally. This means that I can be anywhere in the room. It doesn't matter where I'm sitting in my chair or what direction I'm facing. The remote participants will always hear me clearly. People should forget that the technology is even there.
We accomplish that via our beam tracking technology, which identifies people speaking in the room and actively tracks them as they move around. The audio quality stays consistently clear, regardless of whether the person is facing towards or away from the mic. And you don't need to stay close to the mic either. A single mic can track multiple people talking at the same time.
Now you should be able to hear us very clearly as we talk over top of each other. Our beam tracking microphones work for you, letting participants focus on the meeting and forget about the technology. This leads to more productive meetings and an overall better experience. If you haven't had a demo of our mics, let's change that. Contact your local Biamp representative to experience them in person.
Thanks for watching.